want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim pushing this truth all around the world. Alright, so we're going to talk about this douchebag right here, Waters from Waters World on Fox News. Man, just being the damn devil, alright? So just a little bit ago, he brought on a so-called black Hebrew Israelite member right down here. As it states, they're still trying to push that narrative of black, and we all know what comes with that. Not only the definition of black that comes with negative connotations, right? Absence of light, gloomy, wicked, unclean, things of that nature. But also, this is really the reason why they include black in the title of Hebrew Israelite, because they've already labeled the Hebrew Israelites as black nationalists, or like black supremacists, like terrorist organizations, in other words. And they've already made it official, because this is the Southern Poverty Law Center, and as you can see here, they've grouped Hebrew Israelite groups of all banners, along with like the Zulu Nation, right? This Malik Zulu Shabazz, the leader. I'm sure it's some kind of organization having to do with Zulu. Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, Nuwabian Nation of Moors, and the New Black Panther Party. And then when you just scroll down, right, here comes the list, right? So you got Black Writers Liberation Party, a bookstore up here, and then real quick you got, bam, right there it is, starting with Great Millstone, who has 100% truth, man, hands down. And then you got HOI, right, who was at that ordeal, which Waters is going to talk about, in his little interview there. You got IUIC, even though their leaders are going off, you still caught it, man. You still got caught up, put up on this list. Of course, Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ, ICGJC, all right, Old Comfy's Church, also ISUPK. And actually in this clip, man, he uses the clip of HOI, against him at that Catholic high school. But he's also going to show a video of Great Millstone's Bay Area camp, as well as a clip of ISUPK. So it's like lottie-dottie everybody, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to differentiate. When the shit hits the fan and this devil comes down, from his seat of rulership to get busy on the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, he's going to do work, and he's including everybody, all right? He already got his list going, okay? So let's watch a little bit of this.
Turning now to the group that instigated the Covington incident.
You hear this clown? He said instigated the Covington incident. Man, if you watch these groups, right, these Hebrew Israelite groups, Great Millstone, and these other groups, man, they're not instigating anything. They set up in one spot, and they bring out the words. They may use rude speech, like Paul did, right? But they're not out there instigating anything,
The black Hebrew Israelites. Here they are in Washington, D.C., yelling at the high school students.
All right, so what he's starting to do here is he's getting in his slander mode, and what we know devil to mean is exactly that, slander, to accuse, accuser or slanderer, and this is the devil we're talking about, okay? Right here in King James Revelation, or the King James Bible, Revelation 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." So why is he doing this? Well, the end game is so he can come at you with the sword, right? But he's got to start the narrative so he can look righteous when he does it. So what he's doing is he's accusing and he's slandering.
Let's make America great again. A bunch of child molested. All these dusty crackers with that racist garbage on. That's right. A bunch of incest babies.
All right, so the HOI, this group out here, even though they go off, they go off in a lot of places, but they didn't say anything wrong, or actually, they didn't say anything that was a lie, right? They're using rude speech, strong language, but it don't matter. The message is true. School shooters, yeah, predominantly white, white boys, all right, emotional, effeminate ass white boys, all right, incest babies, yeah. You've institutionalized incest in your royal families, for example, and even the presidency. So, like, where's the lie? Okay, and then they got their racist attire on, and that's true too. That MAGA shit, all right, that might as well be a swastika, man. Okay, because Trump clear as day racist to anybody who has any kind of discernment. But to you peons, you nobodies, you Edomite so-called white people, you're oblivious to fucking everything.
Biggest terrorist on the face of this earth is the pale-faced man, woman, and child. The Black Hebrew Israelites are described as a black nationalist hate group with militant overtones.
All right, you see that? Black nationalist hate group, and we just showed where we got that from, from the Southern Poverty Law Center. So this shit's in the books, all right? It's in legislation, all right? So when they come down for you, whether you blacks, Hispanics, or Native Americans accept your heritage or not, doesn't matter, all right? They got your number.
They believe blacks are the true descendants.
You see this devil, he continues to push that narrative. He makes sure that he includes black every time he mentions these different groups
of the biblical Israel,
which really altogether is the true nation of Israel. He calls them groups, black nationalists, this, that, and the third. And like at the end of the day, we're Israelites.
And many of their sects are anti-white. Many here on the East Coast.
And this is another thing that he's doing, all right? Psalm 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war is in his heart. So he can sit up there with this smooth baby face, effeminate, girly face, right? Woman told him to shave, so he did, all right? His words were softer than oil, which they are, especially if they're on TV or in politics, right? But all these damn devils are the same. Yet were they drawn swords, because that's really how he's feeling, man, right? And you can look at him right in his face and tell that, man. It's him, Bill O'Reilly, that Tucker douchebag, right? They all do the same thing, right? They're not saying what they really feel, all right? They're using slick words, they got that silver tongue, but at the end of the day, what they got inside of them, inside of their mind, is war, man. They hate you Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Straight up hate, always have since the womb.
Pretty familiar with the group who dress up in robes and preach their teachings on the street.
All right, so no, those aren't robes, okay? Numbers 15:38. It says, "Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations." Those are garments, all right? So lying once again, all right? And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. So that's what these Hebrew Israelites out there who are speaking the truth, they're not 100% squared away, but they're still doing what they need to do, all right? And that's what they got on, garments, right? And it's part of our heritage, and it was something that was commanded of us to do, right? But of course, it seems to be a subject of mockery for the devil, all right? This damn demon right here, calling them robes, like it's some kind of a bathrobe or a costume of some kind.
Street corners. I happen to catch up with them in.
And street corners are where the prophets are supposed to be, man. Not in these mega churches.